Culinary tour of Cuba nearly a decade ago had not started very promisingly. Yes, there were lavish hotels catering to wealthy tourists, but by and large the fare was nothing spectacular. That is until I stumbled upon La Estrella de Mar after fortuitously running into a fellow rider. I learned of the diamond in the rough tucked away just outside the city, not knowing what lay in store for me. I set out on my own, trying to give directions to the taxi driver in my rudimentary Spanish. After a few wrong turns, winding roads, and one stop to get directions, the hand carved wooden sign finally came into view. It's a good thing, too, that the sign exists. Otherwise, one could easily have mistaken the restaurant for an old colonial house with charming Spanish inspired architecture and a warm, weather beaten look. I was instantly transported to a scene from a bygone era. Only the presence of a few outdoor tables gave any clue that there was a restaurant within. Immediately, I was greeted at the door by an elderly waiter, speaking impeccable formal English. From there, I was ushered inside where the interior matched the exterior perfectly with old wooden furniture and elegant tablecloths and settings. There were a few other patrons, but I was wished to my own private table on the balcony. I could make out the ocean in the distance, and the sound of crickets was the perfect accompaniment. Although somewhat limited in scope, the menu captured the essential local flavors. Starting with an incredibly fresh shrimp ceviche, I move on to a delicious risotto made with local cheese, peppers, and cilantro. Finally, I found room for a Cuban coffee and unbelievable tres leches, a sponge cake topped with almonds. The rest of the menu looked equally appetizing, and my one regret was that I could not try more, especially considering the very reasonable price. It was truly a meal I would not soon forget. Years later, I was closely following the news about the devastation of Hurricane Irma, and I decided to revisit the country where I had made so many fond memories. I thought if I could help, even in a small way, to bring back tourism, then it was the least I could do. Of course, I returned to Estrella del Mar was high on my list of priorities.